Okay guys, today is going to be a Hyundai Exel 97 model with the thingy control. We're going to put a new head unit in. Sorry, I forgot to take this video earlier because got interrupted a lot of times. So, well, what you do is you remove the ashtray by pulling it straight out, pressing down this tab down here, and then it just slides out. Underneath that you got two Phillips screws down there. Okay, I don't know if you can see it. It's gonna be little holes here and here, two Phillips, which I removed earlier. And then after doing that, underneath the dash here, if you look directly up from underneath there, okay, there's gonna be like a little tab which controls vents here. Okay, this one here should be vacuum, and then the rest should be electronic. On the older models, when you remove the glove box here by pressing this tab out on both sides, here and here, when you pull down, but just in there, if you can see, there's also another tab which controls your recycle or thingy outside here. After doing that, after removing that, all you gotta do is use like a plastic plier, just push it in the side there at the from the bottom, because you already got the screws out, so it's loose, and just work your way all around there, and that should pop right out. Then you got 4 Phillips screws here both sides, which looks like that onto the head units. Okay, I already put this onto a Kenwood one, but the original one will be bolted on the side like that. Okay, after doing that, before you do that, just remove these clips for the clock hazards and wipers. Just remove them, pull them down like that, and then unplug it. That's the plug for the stereo and antenna lead, of course. So let's get started on installing this thing today. I don't know, I'm just going to place it down there and see if you can see it or so. Hopefully you can. And let's give it a go. Okay, we're going to use some test light today because I can't remember my Hyundai's off the top of my head. Alright, so let's give it a go. That's it to the body down there. There's metal parts, so that's it straight to there. Here we should have constant power. There we go. And here next to it in the middle we should have accessory. Woohoo! Got it. And then somewhere along the line here we should have parkers or illumination. So just look for it. There we go. Found it. See? On. Wait, hold on. Get a better. Open it. Off. Okay, so we found most of our thingy, which is already prepared earlier, as you can see it. Okay, this is for Kenwood loom. So, and your Kenwood looms are pretty standard in color. Constant accessory is front speakers, rear speakers, and your power output. Okay, for antenna or amplifier. I'll just double back on it, so get ready if you want to put a amplifier onto it. It's already there. Okay, so we don't need to do anything else. So as we found earlier, with this one here was constant. Then we've got the accessory right next to it. These are a little bit more harder than the Toyotas to pop in. Work it, and then it should pop into it. It helps if you use the tip of your test light to open up the thing in there, the tabs. This makes it a lot easier. Might as well do it to all of them. Go. Sorry, a bit lazy today. Not going as fast as what I'm supposed to. There we go. You get constant accessory. I'm pretty sure that this guy here on the bottom left, if you're looking at the plug directly, bottom right, will be your earth. So that pops in there. I just look for the speaker wires, which should be should be. Okay, here's what should be safe. Front, top is positive, bottom negative. Probably your fronts and probably your rears. Okay, let's try it out. Fronts, rear, they're both right. Front and rear, yep, they all work. Front right, rear right, it's on the left hand side, so we pretty know what. Just plug this shit in. Pardon my French. Front right, rear right. Tricky, but you get them and they go in and they're pretty snug. They don't come back out again. Not until you force it. Fronts. Front left. Left. Rears, remember, is the one with the black trace on it. So we get that to the bottom of it. Bottom of the plug. What I mean by the bottom of the plug is the little push tab to remove it. That's the top of the plug. Looking at it. And pretty much that. And now all we're going to do is look for a antenna trigger. The antenna should be on that side over there. Now majority of your Hyundai Excel don't have electric antenna. This model here do. It's also got power windows, so it's next model up or whatever. Your Prestige. So let's have a look for the electric aerial. What I'm trying to do here is pull back one of the power wire a little bit. Such a snug fit. I don't think it's going to come back because they're all interlocked with each other after I put it in. So let's just splice into the power wire and we'll trigger the antenna. Got my old trusted stripper. Now, this stripper here isn't enough. So we just splice it a little bit into the constant or accessory. Probably should have done it on accessory so it doesn't, I can turn off the key and doesn't short out anything if I accidentally touch on or something. And now let's look for the electric antenna, which is right on top of that. Okay, I don't know if you can see it, but that's the antenna up there going up, and after taking it off, the antenna comes back down. So yep, we pretty much found it. So let's see if this is aligned again. The little wire that I just spliced out, let's just sew it up. Bit of tape, electrical tape. Now I was a big fan of NATO tapes a long time ago until they've gone pretty crap. They don't stick as much anymore. These I got from one of my suppliers, which I've been using for years now, so they've proven to be pretty effective, both cold and hot temperature. And they stick and they don't come out until you actually force them. So yeah, no, pretty good, these guys. And I think it only cost me like $1 a roll, which is, some say probably expensive, but in this line of work, that $1 is going to be worth it. because it doesn't come back out. And just tape it all up, make it nice and snug. Even though it's not going to come out, you just want to double check everything. So there you go, crisscross the guy over there. It's never going to come out unless it's been forced, which that's nice. Nice now. It's not going to come out anywhere, so I'm going to go anywhere. Let's run the external mic here. Pretty easy. Under the little cable, tied me jiggy, and we use the little prong again, the little remover. I don't know what's been recorded and what's stopped, but let's just do that. Place it up there for now, just so it holds it. But if you've got some of these stuff here, I've got some of these here, which is just like a little tab where it holds wires in place. From a previous job I've done, and when I don't need it, I always save it just in case it comes in handy. Like these, it's got like a double side tape at the back there with a little clip part, so we can put wires in there. So this is what I'm just gonna pop a couple on here just so it holds it in place. There, 1, 2, 3. 2. That one in. And 3 down here. Just so it locks it in place, so the wires doesn't get caught onto those grooves here. Place it up here for now. And like I said, with the hole that you had previously, you just drop it down onto it, and then we can pick it up from the bottom there. And if you got yourself one of these, you guys remember Total Recall where Arnie shoved this thing up his nose to grab it? I'll call it the claw. Let's just see if I can maneuver it. Tip of it down to the bottom so I can grab it from the other side. Grab that. Pull through. Wires a bit firm, and bring it back up down onto the behind the head unit. Trying to maneuver it so it doesn't get caught onto anything, like your steering, your brakes, cables and stuff like that, accelerator pedals, your cable. Try and maneuver it so it doesn't get caught onto those if you ever step on. Okay, now let's put this back. I'm just going to leave that in there like that. And bring it up to the top there, so that's nice and neat. Okay, now they'll bring this. The hell's over here? Up to here. Just waste of access wires. Always give us too long. Just in case you want to put it in the middle there. But I find it easier and better behind that pillar there. Just closer to your mouth. Okay, so now that we've done the wiring, the antenna's in there, let's just pop in the head unit there. Plug, plug, and then you got your microphone. Plug. And now just trying to put all these cables behind there over the metal bracket, otherwise you might cut into the middle and then you're going to get short circuit somewhere. So I'm going to earth out the speakers, maybe blow loose, but just trying to get it over all them stuff. And then they should have little guides where it lines up again. So that's in there. So let's just start screwing these things back together. One, two, three, four. Remember those plugs that you unplugged before? Let's plug them back in again. Okay, with the mister, your clock, and then your hazard button. Just remember, yeah, when you pull this off, make sure some of these don't go flying to the back there, otherwise it's going to be a bitch to get it. Put up a French again. And then the speed clips right back onto that. You got two little screws which I showed you earlier on behind the ashtray on the side. Screw them back in. Put your ashtray back in. Twist down this clip so it goes back in. And then we just got to hook up the heater control underneath there, which I'll probably show you. Let's get down here to see that. No, you probably won't. It's down there, but okay, it's right there. So let's just hook that guy back up. I'm gonna need to, so I'm just gonna pop you back on here. Wow, place this in there. Just a clip. It works. Beautiful. Okay. Let's go for the base. And we pop it in. Try it out. We got power. Okay, let's try it out. Radar's going up. Tune your radio station. Beautiful. Well, works. Antenna's up. Shit's on. Thank you. I'll show you how to do the rear speakers on these. Pretty easy.